So we're back here again to midweek fixtures in the Premier League. The Premier League is back on the midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday football. Game week 13 predictions coming up next. But first, let's have a look how we did last weekend and see if our predictions were spot on like they have been before. So like I say guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, if not subscribed, please think about subscribing. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Trying to get there by the end of the year. We've got 15, 16 days left to the new year. About 50 subs to go. Please subscribe if you are new around here and leave the notification bell on so you're notified when we are uploading videos, which is about 3 times a week recently, trying to get a bit more in the new year. Hopefully we get daily uploads in the new year. We have been quite busy with work. But anyway, on to the video you're here for, which is of course the Premier League predictions. Now last week, we predicted West Ham to beat Leeds 2-1. They beat Leeds 2-1. Aston Villa versus Wolves. We thought a 2-0 Wolves win. Somehow Aston Villa win once again. When you bet on Aston Villa to lose, they win. We bet them to win, they lose. I don't know how to predict Aston Villa anymore. I just kind of give up. Newcastle versus West Brom went for a 1-0 West Brom win. They lost 2-1 to Newcastle. Man City versus United was a boring 0-0 draw. One of the worst derbies I've seen. I predicted a 3-1 City win. There were no goals in that game. Everton versus Chelsea, 1-0 Everton. Predicted 1-0 Everton. Southampton versus Sheffield United, I predicted a 3-0. It was in fact a 3-1 to Southampton. Crystal Palace versus Spurs went for a 3-1 again. It was a 1-1 draw. Fulham versus Liverpool, 3-1 again. Was a 1-1 draw again. Leicester versus Brighton, I said it'd be a 1-0 Leicester win. I went for a 3-0 Leicester win in the end. See, I think Leicester, I've underplayed them. I didn't realise they were top 4. I predicted like 1-0 wins the whole season, but they're currently top 4 and scoring goals for fun. So maybe this week we'll have to predict some higher scores for them. And the final game, Arsenal versus Burnley, I went for a 1-0 Burnley draw. It was in fact a 1-0 Burnley win with a Granit Xhaka red card to top it off for that lovely result for Arsenal. But on to this week's fixtures. Let's have a look at what we think is going to happen this week for midweek, game week 13. So on to this week's predictions here, and let's start off with Wolves versus Chelsea. Now I have gone for a 1-1 Wolves-Chelsea draw. For some reason, I think that is a likely result in my head. Chelsea did look decent, but haven't beaten a team in the top half. I don't think this season at all. So Wolves versus Chelsea will be an interesting one. I can't see Chelsea winning away from home at Wolves. I think Wolves look quite decent. I've gone for a 1-1 Wolves draw there. City versus West Brom. Now, City are looking for revenge after that terrible, terrible derby of a 0-0 draw. That was the most boring thing I think I've seen this year. I've gone for a 2-0 Man City win. They haven't swept teams aside like they have done in the past. West Brom do look dodgy at the back. They look dodgy overall, to be fair. I think they might struggle this season, or the rest of the season, rather. I've gone for a 2-0 City home win. I think De Bruyne scores. I think Jesus might get on the score sheet as well. Been quite poor this season. I mean, to be fair, City have kind of been underwhelming this season, haven't they? They haven't really smashed teams like they usually do. I've gone for a 2-0 City home win there. West Brom don't really stand a chance, in my opinion. Arsenal versus Southampton. Now, of course, Arsenal in the relegation battle right now. I think it could get worse for them this game. I've gone for a 1-0 Southampton win. I think Southampton look quite strong. I think they are top 6. I'm pretty sure they're top 6. Have a look at the table before I start judging. They are currently sat in 4th place, only 2 points behind Tottenham. I've gone for a 1-0 Southampton win there. Arsenal to struggle again, down in 15th place. Could drop as low as 16th if Brighton do win. Find out what I think about Brighton in a minute. But I've gone for an Arsenal-Southampton 1-0 Southampton win. Leicester versus Everton. I've gone for an away win there. Everton beating Leicester 2-1. I know Leicester are 3rd, Everton are 7th. However, I feel like Everton, I don't know why I don't rate Leicester. I don't know why, but I've gone for a 2-1 Everton win. That's my reasoning. I don't rate Leicester. I don't know why they are 3rd in the league. I don't have a clue why I'm doing it. But a 2-1 Everton win. Just got a feeling Everton will score there. Leeds versus Newcastle. Leeds are currently sat low. They're pretty low. They're 14th place. Everyone seems to rave about them and Bielsa, but they haven't done too well this year, but I think they'll turn it around here. 2-0 win versus Newcastle, in my opinion. Now on to the second half of games for this week. Fulham versus Brighton. I've gone for a 3-2 home Fulham win. Fulham look promising versus Liverpool. Should have got the win. They shouldn't have had their goal declared. Should have had a penalty as well. I've gone for a 3-2 Fulham win, sorry. I think it'll be a high scoring game. Neither team can really defend. I've gone for a 3-2 win, like I said, for the 5th time there. Liverpool versus Spurs, the title decider or top 2 decider at the moment. I've gone for an away win with Spurs winning 2-1 away from home. Liverpool's Anfield streak being over at the end of this week. I've gone for it. For the reason why, I think Spurs look really, really strong this year. I think they look incredibly strong. I think they're favourites to the title. If they win this, I think they're massive favourites to the title. Mourinho in charge, doesn't tend to bottle things too often. I've gone for a 2-1 Spurs win. Liverpool look good, as always. They'll obviously set second on goal difference. But for me, I've gone for a 2-1 Spurs win there, which might upset a few Liverpool fans in the comments. I apologise. But for some reason, I just think Spurs will do it this game. And I think they'll go top, 3 points clear. West Ham versus Palace. Got to back West Ham as always. Gone for a 3-1 West Ham home win. Of course, London are now in tier 3, so no fans back at the Olympic Stadium. But I've gone for a 3-1 West Ham win versus Palace. Palace-West Ham was an interesting game. Always ends in drama and high-scoring games. I've gone for a 3-1 West Ham, though, just to carry on that tradition. Villa versus Burnley. Can't even speak at the moment. For some reason, like I say, when I think Villa's going to win, they lose. When I think Villa's going to lose, they win. But I've gone for a 2-1 Villa win versus Burnley. Burnley are poor. They're fourth from bottom. They're looking on 9 points, only 1 point off safety compared to Fulham. So they're pretty much down there with the worst of the team in the league. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Villa win. I think Jack Grealish carries them to a nice home win for them. And the final game of this weekend, Sheffield United versus Manchester United. I think Sheffield United are down 1 point, minus 16 goal difference. They're down. 2-0 Man U away win to rub salt into the wound of the Sheffield United fans. I think Man U win 2-0 there and move up into the top 5 places come the end of this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. If you're new around, like I say, please subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed this series so far. We're almost halfway through the season. Almost, I think we're about 5 games off. So 5 predictions off until halfway through the season. Hope you guys enjoying it so far. Comment below your predictions as always, and I'll catch you all next episode for some more weekend action in the Premier League.